And we're back. Well, we're back after a week layoff. Oh, Jesus Christ. We finally got a week, whatever. Alright, you're listening to Swing Games on Radio on 3SSR with Sean and Ricki.
Howdy.
And, we're here to talk about video games for the next 2 hours. And among other things. So, Ricki, name a couple of the major things that we've got going on for today's episode.
Today's show will feature a few new game announcements that have happened in the past week that I'm very, very excited about. We're talking about a couple of events we've got coming this week. It's 64 week here at SwinGamers. We've got a few 64 events coming up.
Everybody loves the Nintendo 64.
Oh, what's not to love?
Well, mainly the nostalgia.
Yeah.
It didn't really sell much when it was around, but nowadays everyone's like, oh my god, 64.
Yeah, so we've got a few events based on that. We're talking about what Google's trying to buy now. They're always trying to buy something.
Actually, technically, it's not Google, but whatever.
Come on.
Yeah, so a couple of game announcers. What else?
And there's a new price drop on the Xbox, which is going to be awesome.
I'm hungry, sorry.
That's all right.
Now, before we get stuck in any of that, I have a little story.
Oh, here we go.
Happened this morning. So, I'm hungry. And so I've gone to Macca's for breakfast. And, of course, I was half an hour late for the breakfast menu. So that's not good. Anyway, I got no idea what I want because I wanted my bacon and egg McMuffin. Couldn't get that. So I'm like, so I go to the cashier. I think her name's Kelsey or something like that. I feel really sorry for her too. And so I asked her, give me a suggestion. All right, surprise me. What do you reckon? She's like, do you want, chicken or meat? And I'm like, isn't chicken a meat? Oh,
I was about to say, since when has chicken not been a meat?
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I was like, oh, classic Macca's. Anyway, so, chose my stuff. It was all good. But this is after, she offered the Big Mac, of course, but then she went for and if you're on the cheap side, you can always get, from the loose change menu. I mean, that's if you're feeling a bit cheap. And I'm like, what, do I look cheap to you? And she was stunned. And I'm like, please, it's all in jest. Just give me my burger and I'll get the fuck out of here. So now I have it, and hopefully she didn't spit in it or anything.
No.
Yeah, but anyway, that's my little story for this morning.
Sean causing havoc at the local Macca's. Good work.
Sean being a dick and apologising publicly for it. I'm sorry, Kelsey.
Maybe she's listening.
No, she's not.
No.
She's working.
Yeah, true.
Sorry.
We should get Macca's to stream us over their speaker system.
Yeah, it might beat So Fresh 2004 or something.
Woo! Yeah,
whatever.
The music in there is so bad. I hate going in there and eating in.
Yeah, they can't do anything about it.
Oh, no.
Well, they technically can, but they choose not to. See, they've got the music overhead, and that's usually come from head office, but they've got the TV there, and they've got a couple of music DVDs, but they've only got a couple, and they're all 10 years old.
Yes.
So they're stuck in a rut, and they can't really do much about it.
They can just leave it on TV, because I was in there one morning and had Sunrise on or something. So they can not play that shit.
They can put TV on, but they choose not to.
Yeah.
Well,
the worst part is that those places you go into, retail stores, that will have a music video going on, but then completely different music on the speakers.
Yeah.
That's just the most confusing fucking thing ever. Why bother?
You're looking at the music clip and
nothing syncs up.
Yeah, you're rocking out to a Muse bloody film clip and Christina Aguilera is playing in the speakers. It looks a little bit weird.
It's the same at the Bang nightclub. If you've ever been there, there's the metal room, which is now the alleyway, or what used to be an alleyway. But before the DJ comes on, they'll have a music video projected on the far wall, and then when the DJ comes on, he plays different stuff to what that is. And once again, it's just the most confusing thing because you've got one thing playing overhead and then one thing you're looking at. And it's just why can't they just shut that off and put some visualizers on or something?
Anything.
It doesn't make any sense. Anyway,
so moving on with the show.
On to video games.
Yeah, games.
Yes.
That you play.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. My back is so sore. All right. So this week, today, we actually have an event in the second level of the George at around about 2 o'clock.
Today?
Yes. No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Good work, Sean.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
All the
Wednesday.
days are blending together.
It is. It's the second last week of semester, effectively.
It is. Just let it be over, please.
Yeah, so make sure you guys are studying.
Yeah.
And by studying, I mean doing your work while listening to us, because we're cool, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, I thought so.
Please listen to us.
All right. No. Okay, so anyway, we've got an event tomorrow, which is a Nintendo 64 event, so to speak. It'll be there for about 4 hours, and it'll be free play. So make sure you head on over there and have a go at any of the 64 games there. You're welcome to take your own. Just make sure you let the person in charge know that you brought it and that it is yours. Otherwise, they're going to assume it's mine, because everything is mine. Anyway.
So second level of the George, 2 o'clock tomorrow, be there.
Yep. And then on Thursday, we got a Donkey Kong event, which is kind of spreading out into a everything Nintendo event, which, you know what, fair enough. If that's what people want to do.
Yeah.
So that'll be happening on Thursday. What time, Ricky?
I'm not actually sure. What time is the Donkey Kong event on? Hang on.
I have a feeling it'd be roughly around 4:30.
Yeah, I think it is.
I don't want you to think. I want you to know. But yeah, we'll say 4:30.
Give us 2 seconds.
I think it's from 4:30 to 8:30, and go up. You scroll up.
This is Internet Explorer. It doesn't do
Internet Exploder.
Yeah, that's right.
Exploder. Down.
Where is it?
Down.
I'll scroll past it. Stop doing it. I hate Internet Explorer.
I hate life. All right. So yeah, it'll be from 4:30, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock it says.
4 o'clock. So from 4 o'clock till 8:30 or so. It says 8, but it's 8:30.
Yeah.
And yeah, feel free to go along and play some Donkey Kong and play some other games. I know a few people are bringing like Smash Bros and that sort of thing, so that should be fun. And it's free, and there are prizes and fun times because everyone loves free stuff, right?
Yeah. What's not to love about free stuff?
Nothing. I really had to think for a second.
Unless it's an STD.
You don't get that for free.
Yeah, you do. Generally.
No. You've got to wine and dine first.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Moving on. All right.
As you can tell, we're very tired and sick of studying.
Yeah. I stayed up till like 2 a.m. studying last night.
Yeah, me too.
Not good. So, anyway, 31st of May, which is a Saturday, and that is the last weekend pretty much of the semester. We'll be having a 24-hour event, and that will be running. There'll be a few tournaments happening, and that will be good. So, yeah, keep your eye on the page for the event to come up. In the nearby future.
Yep, there'll basically be probably about 5 dedicated tournaments, and then just a lot of free play and just sort of people organising their own little tournaments with each other. But there'll be definitely 5 tournaments that everyone can enter. We are working on prizes at the moment for that, so hopefully we'll have something to offer. And then most of you already know how the 24-hour events work. Pretty standard. Come along, bring your PC. There'll be consoles there, of course, and yeah.
You're welcome to bring your own.
Welcome to bring your own, of course, and just manage to stay up for 24 hours playing games.
Yeah, fun times.
Great stuff.
Just remember, no sleeping on campus.
No.
So yeah, go if you're going to bring a car, you can sleep in that. Otherwise, find a friend who lives on campus.
Yeah.
Swinburne security regulations. We can't help it.
Nah.
Shit happens. Anyway,
it does.
We've also got next semester, Ricky, you're very excited about this one, an Omegathon event. Now, what the fuck is an Omegathon?
Okay, any of you that are familiar with PAX will know that they run, it's like a round-robin tournament with games, and it can be any game from any sort of platform, so it can be tabletop dice, console, PC, those claw machines from bloody arcades, anything to do with gaming. It's like a round-robin elimination tournament. And I was thinking of running one for SwinGamers.
Fun times.
Yeah. So basically, I'm in the process of organising at the moment. I have about a list of 20 to 30 games that I want to play. That'll be whittled down to about 10 that eventually are played.
Now you won't find this out in the day. So we'll give you a list of say 20 games, and we'll say go home, play these, become familiar with these, and then when the event comes around, we'll only pick 10 of those. And for each of those games, there'll be a certain game mode that you've got to play with certain conditions. You might get timed, it might be points, whatever.
Yes.
And then it all adds up to a score at the end.
Yeah, so initially at this stage it'll be, say, 8 rounds. Everyone plays each game once. Then all the scores are tallied up from that. And then basically then it will become an elimination bracket with the top half going through to the next round. And then it probably will be 3 rounds of elimination and then a final. And the final game will not be released at all. So the games list that we release, the final game will not be on there. It's going to be a big surprise. We are working on coming up with something that is just completely out of left field.
Why not right field?
I can come out of right field, left field, back field.
Why does everyone say left field?
I don't know.
What's so special about left field?
I have no idea. I could look up the origins on Wikipedia right now, but I'm not going to.
Because in baseball, a lot of people are right-handed, and so they actually hit to the left of field. So
stop looking into this. It's a colloquialism.
Colloquialism? Yeah, there you go.
So I currently am working on that. Hopefully we'll have some awesome prizes for that as well.
Yeah, prizes. We're trying to dig our pockets deep for these prizes. We're looking at a value of about $2,000 or so.
Yes. So the idea is the more people that sign up, the better the prize will be.
Yep. Now there will be an entrance fee to the event.
Yep.
But the more people that we get who sign up for the event, the better the prize.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it could be anything. We'll release those details soon.
Yes.
But that's an Omegathon that's happening next semester. Probably lock in the 16th of August.
At this stage, the 16th looks like, so that's the second weekend back. So you've got pretty much the entire holidays to
practice,
to train. You've got all this time off.
We'll try and get the event up as soon as we can, so that way we can give you guys the list as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So that way you've got a month or two to actually practice.
That's right. And so we'll have a bit more information coming up. Hopefully in the next weeks before semester ends, we'll have the event page up.
Yep.
So you guys have plenty of time to study the games and start training, basically. So looking forward to that. It's going to be awesome.
Now, speaking of which, over the holidays we'll also be doing some MMO weeknights. So if there's an online game that you play, whether it's an MMO or whether it's like Battlefield or whatever it is, if you want to get a party together or a guild together or something like that, a clan, let us know. We'll organize it. If there's a particular day that you want to be able to get people to play, let us know. We'll organize that. And so, for example, the Dota people, I know that they play, every night sort of thing. But the night that a lot of people are free are Thursdays. And for the League of Legends people, a lot of them are free Friday nights.
Yep.
So, if you want to play Dota, play it on a Thursday and you will find people.
Yes.
On a Friday, League of Legends, same thing. And hopefully we can get like communities going for each of these games and, actually build something because... Yeah, I know that a lot of guilds, they start overseas, but, there's not a lot in Australian timelines. Like, every time you do a raid or something like that in World of Warcraft, chances are you're in a guild who's from America and you're doing it at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No, it's not. It's fun, but it's not fun.
Unless you're a night person like me, it really doesn't matter what time you play. If you're a normal person and want to sleep, then it's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, so you want to organise it for like a 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night sort of thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we're trying to organise. So if you guys have any ideas on what sort of games that you'd like to play over the holidays, which are online, enabled and that sort of thing, let us know. Some examples we had were PlanetSide, Defiance, Warframe. There was even somewhere you throw it up, RuneScape even.
Yeah, why not?
Lord of the Rings Online, Elder Scrolls Online, if you've got the money for it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of them. And then you got, obviously, Battlefield.
Yes, Battlefield, GTA Online.
Yeah, GTA Online.
I think we do have a clan for that, don't we?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do have a SwinGamers clan for Grand Theft Auto Online. We also have a SwinGamers clan for a text-based game called Cernia.
Okay.
Which nobody knows about, which we'll probably post a link in our next break. But yeah, we want to get this sort of like this sense of community around not just the club, but the gaming community here at Swinburne. Like Swinburne, we're proud to say that we have a fairly good gaming community, and we're well known compared to other universities. Other universities, not really that much. Yeah. But when people think games, most of the time, if it's not RMIT, they think us.
Yeah.
And even then, RMIT aren't really doing that much for games anymore at the moment. So it's us.
Yeah. We have a good community. We want to expand on that. So we want to keep doing things like this to get the community bigger and bigger and bigger. And bring us all together and play and do all that fun stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Because everyone loves playing games, right?
Exactly. That's what we're here for. Yes.
All right. So anyway, we're going to go to a quick break.
We are.
And we're going to come back after this with a couple more little tidbits of news. So you're listening to SwinGamers on radio on 3SSR. And we're back. You're listening to SwinGamers on radio on 3SSR with Sean and Ricki.
Yes.
All right. So we just got through a whole lot of crap. Anyway, so what have we got next on our list of to-do? Yeah. I'm going to go back to eating my burger. And
you go back to eating your burger.
You can start talking now.
I'll start talking. Words.
All right, my turn.
Yeah, half a hamburger in your mouth. Okay, we will be running events over the break. So here at uni, not just online. So I think the one we have locked in at the moment on the 21st of June is the second Halo event. So that'll be run here. I think this one will be Halo 2. So we'll be breaking out the original Xboxes, the old clunky controllers with cords. How primitive.
We're going to land that shit up.
Yeah, buddy. So we'll be running that here. We'll have the event go up on Facebook eventually once we've got sort of nutted out what's going on. But that's one of the events we have locked in. We've got a few others at this stage as maybes, but we will be hopefully having maybe every couple of weekends over the break. So not every weekend. Don't want to take you away from your actual social lives. But no, we'll be running events over the holidays, so feel free to come along to those. As we said, as usual, all the info will be up on the Facebook page and the website and what have you.
Yeah, we just need to get most of the community to pull their finger out of their ass and just,
run events.
Come up with an event.
Yeah. Once again, any ideas for events, let us know.
Yeah, like we've already had an idea for a Hearthstone event.
Yeah.
Which would be really... I'm not sure how to run it. Like I've really honestly been thinking of how to run Hearthstone, but I'm not even sure. Like, can you set up matches between like actual individuals, or is it all random? I don't know. I've got it on my tablet, but just I don't know.
No,
I'm a bit iffy about that one.
And I think one of the requests we keep getting is for a 2D fighter event, so we might try and get something like that happening as well over the break.
Yeah, we had a 2D fighter event last holidays, and that was all right. So we may have another one these holidays, but like we don't have to have it on a weekend. We could have it during the week as well. So give us ideas. Let us know. Whatever
days suit you guys, we're up for it because we've got nothing to do except for work occasionally.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
I work a lot now.
Look at you, you're working man.
Yeah, you mad?
No, I got a job as well.
Oh my god, Humble Store. You can get Far Cry 3 to 75% off. Yeah.
Oh, look out. Speaking of Far Cry.
Yeah, speaking of Far Cry.
Well done.
Segue.
Well done,
I'm awesome.
Oh, God, he's so bad at it. Yeah, so there was a few game announcements over the last week since we did our last radio show. One of them being Far Cry 4 has been announced. So, from what I've seen, it looks a bit different. Getting rid of the tropical landscape. And they're now going to be playing in the Himalayas, which looks interesting. But apparently you can now ride animals instead of just killing them and skinning them. So I'm pretty sure you can ride elephants and... I don't know, what else lives in the Himalayas? I've got no idea. Goats.
Yes.
You can ride goats like Goat Simulator. That'd be craziness.
What? I could just see everyone like just trying to set up ladders and just trying to get all the goats to walk up them. I bet you that's going to be a thing.
That would be fantastic.
I bet you that's going to be a thing. I can almost guarantee 100% that they will allow goats to walk up ladders.
Yes. I want to see that. Anyway, so yeah, Far Cry 4 has been announced. Nothing in the way of a trailer or any gameplay at this stage, but it is pegged for the end of the year, so that means I'm guessing at E3 we will see something. So that got announced over the last week, and I'm pretty excited because I really enjoyed Far Cry 3. I thought it was a fantastic game. I've played it through about 2 or 3 times now. But yeah, really, really enjoyed it. I never played Far Cry 1 or 2. I think you have, Sean.
Yes. I'm actually funny you mentioned that.
Oh, yes.
I just started Far Cry 2 again last night. I haven't actually beaten it because I lost my previous save file, so I've had to start again. And I've just realized that like it looks good, but man, is it just empty?
Empty?
It's just bare.
So not quite like... Because Far Cry 3, there was always something to do.
Yeah, I would know because I haven't played it yet.
Well, you need to play Far Cry 3.
I'm waiting to finish Far Cry 2.
Okay.
Actually, because I like to do things in order. So, for example, I haven't touched Saints Row the Third.
Okay.
I haven't touched Mass Effect 3.
Okay.
Because I'm still up to Saints Row 1 and Mass Effect 1. And I'm still up to Far Cry 1. I haven't gotten through it, but I really don't like it.
Okay, just skip it and go to Far Cry 3.
I don't want to skip it.
There's no story.
I don't want to skip it.
There's no story.
I don't care.
It's not like Mass Effect or Halo or something. It's just different stories.
But I don't care.
Just do it.
No.
Far Cry 3 was...
No.
It's like Skyrim with guns.
Yeah. Okay. So Elder Scrolls was like the only thing which I did skip, but that was only up because I skipped Daggerfall and Arena. Right. I played Morrowind for a bit, but it wasn't my copy, and so I was like, well, it's not like I can fix that. But I played through Oblivion and I played through Skyrim, so like I'm back on track, sort of thing. And I do have Morrowind to go back. I've got that on PC and on the original Xbox.
Yes.
So it's there.
Just play Far Cry 3. Anyway, so that got announced, and the Xbox. Finally, it's happened. No more Kinect. Thank God, we've done it.
What do you mean, thank God?
Well, for one thing, price drop. It's now $100 less, so it's now $4.99 or whatever.
But Microsoft can't do that. I mean, they can't ship an Xbox One without a Kinect.
Yes, they can, and they've done it.
No, they can't. They said so.
Look, obviously, this, because it's being released in start of June, this was obviously a pre-planned thing because they can't just go back on what they've said and come up with, brand new packaging and a way to like ship it in that short of a time. So this has been predetermined probably since the start of the year. They would have gone, okay, Xbox didn't sell that well, Kinect, no one using it. We've got to go and get rid of it to make up the sales to compete with the PS4. So they've dropped $100 off it, no more Kinect. You still get, I think, Forza as a digital download with it. So I'm still a bit torn whether to move my pre-order over, though. What do you... Yeah, I saw that. I'm being shown... we'll post it up on Facebook. Lance Armstrong was playing Cards Against Humanity, and the... What is it?
You picked out a card which says Lance Armstrong's missing testicle.
Yes. I did see that. It was posted up, I think, by Kotaku on Twitter about an hour ago, and I was looking at it before the show and had a good laugh at that. We'll post it up. We'll chuck the link on our Facebook page. Drawing
the card was a kick in the balls, but...
Anyway.
Evil people.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not too sure whether I want to move my pre-order over to the Kinectless one because... Which means I would pretty much get it straight away.
But you won't get the Titanfall.
Exactly. I won't get Titanfall, and I want the Kinect just to have it. I probably won't plug it in, but if there's a game that comes out that sort of needs it and I want to play it, I'll be happy to have it. But I'm not too fussed.
Just get it.
It's more just like I could either just move my pre-order over and then pre-order Titanfall as well, which would come out to, I'd save $1.
Yeah, my...
Whoop-de-doo.
Okay, when my father got his Xbox 360, which we got for him for, I think it was his birthday one year. Anyway, he loves this for us.
Yes.
He got the Kinect with it.
Yep.
He didn't plug it in because he didn't have any room in his bedroom besides like the bed.
Yeah.
Because his bed's like in the middle and then there's like a small walkway around it and that's it. So
yep.
So I got the Kinect, and it was either me or it would stay in storage. And I was like, you know what, I'll use it. And I've used it probably about 4 or 5 times. And every time, like, I keep it permanently plugged into my 360, and there's always people who, when they come over, they always try and wave to get the Kinect just to, like, fuck up my Xbox. But
I think we were doing this the other night.
Yeah.
After D&D, we were playing Halo, and we were all trying to, like, get our hands to register.
Yeah.
And the cursor was going all over the screen, and that was interesting.
Yeah, so, I don't know. The Kinect has potential. It's just
especially the new one.
Yeah, but it just doesn't, it doesn't have any software to back it up.
No.
Like, the hardware, the Kinect is absolutely marvelous as like, in a technological aspect of it. But game-wise, they haven't really found anything for it. Same as Oculus Rift. That's why I haven't bought into the whole Oculus Rift thing. I mean, it's good and all that, but I just... There's no game that screams, buy me, I am awesome, as long as you have my buddy here, the Kinect.
Yeah. I think it'll be added to current games as a bit of an extra. So I think...
Yeah, that's it. It's an extra. It's not a focus.
Yeah, the possibility of, say, like Minecraft with the Oculus would be pretty bloody cool. I would probably get down and play Minecraft with the Oculus. That would be pretty awesome. It needs to be like really open world games like that, which I think would be the greatest potential for the Oculus. I think first-person shooters, I think the speed at which you got to like look around and that, you get a bit dizzy.
What about with?
I don't think it would work.
What about rail shooters?
On rail shooters, yeah, maybe. I think that could possibly work.
That would work.
Yeah,
because if you're always moving in the game, you don't have to worry about movement. All you have to do is just turn a 360 and look around you.
Yeah, I think like have you seen the there was a demo of the Oculus in a mall in like I think it was Germany or something, and the guy was wearing it, and it was like this playing like Roller Coaster Tycoon or something, but he's on the roller coaster, and someone came up behind him and pushed him, and just because of like the sensory, just how deeply.
You threw up?
No, he fell over. Like he literally started going like rocking back and forward, unable to keep his balance because he was so immersed in the roller coaster with the Oculus. When someone outside of that sort of influenced him, it completely like shattered his reality, and he like started. It was crazy how like uncoordinated he seemed all of a sudden, and then just fell over.
You sure they didn't kill him?
No. They didn't shoot him in the back of the head.
No. They didn't like put a needle into his
arm. They literally, some bloke just literally came and just like shoved him a little bit, and he just tripped out. So I would probably use the Oculus sitting down for a starter. Probably not stand up and do it, but yeah, it just seems like completely
sitting down on a rotating chair.
That'd be fun. I could get down with that. But yeah, so like for a regular shooter, so like Battlefield or something, I would probably get nauseous because the amount of like looking around that you got to do, you'd probably feel a bit sick. But for something open world, even like Skyrim would be incredible, I think, in the Oculus.
That's technically a first-person shooter.
It is, but
technically,
it's not. Everything's not happening sort of all at once. There is the exploration element of it as well. So something like Far Cry 3 or the Far Cry series, where you have bits of shooting, but a lot of it you are just walking around exploring, looking at the environment. It would be probably cool for that, but something with a Battlefield or a Call of Duty where the entire purpose of the game is to shoot people, I don't know if it would work that well. But it remains to be seen because they're up to Dev Kit 2. It's not even been released properly to the public yet, and there isn't really any games that are, like you said, that are solely based around the Oculus hardware.
And that's one of the reasons why I'm not really that into it at the moment. Like with the Kinect as well, there are a couple of games which I have played and they've been really shitty ones, like Kinectimals.
Yeah,
I played that. It works so well with the Kinect, but it's just it's such a kiddies game. No, it's not stupid. Hey, you get a fucking baby tiger or a leopard or cheetah or whatever. It's up to you. Or a jaguar, or a puma. Not a warthog, it's a puma. You get like this animal, and then you're able to pat and throw a ball. Like actually, you have to throw like a ball with it, and the Kinect recognizes you're throwing it.
Yeah,
and that's cool. But like, that's it. It's a novelty.
It is.
And until a game comes out where it says, "Look, we require the Kinect. The Kinect makes the experience and not enhances the experience." Until we get a game like that, then the Kinect will just be seen as an accessory and not something that is needed.
I think they tried it with Child of Eden.
Yes.
And I have played that game.
Yeah, I've got it.
It did my head in.
Child of Eden...
it was a very confusing game. I didn't...
Rez?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's made by the same guy. Okay. So Rez, it's like a shooter sort of game, but it follows along it follows on musical beats. So, Child of Eden is effectively a music video sort of thing.
Yeah.
And the whole music video is you shooting things and everything, works with the music.
A lot of it is, yeah.
It's like a drug trip. Pardon me, it's like an acid trip. But, Child of Eden did it really well. But you can use a controller for it.
You can. But I tried it with the Kinect when I had access to one. And it sort of worked, and then it sort of didn't, and... I think the
Child of Eden is like the Guitar Hero of those sorts of games, though. Like you can sit down and play one or two songs, and then that's it. That's your fill.
Yeah.
I can't play Guitar Hero for hours on end. I play a couple of songs, and it's like I'm done. Yeah. Then again, I play expert, so my fingers get sore.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
You play easy?
No, I don't play. I played what was below expert? Hard.
Hard.
Yeah, I played on hard. That was enough of a challenge for me. I played expert on a few songs, but I just got frustrated with losing all the time. So I went back to hard and played that.
And you feel better about yourself.
Yeah, I feel a little bit better about yourself. I think at points it became even harder than actual guitar.
No.
There was some point, like, okay, Through Fire and Flames.
Yeah.
That was...
Have you actually played that on real guitar?
Half that song is... Half the guitar in that song, I'm doing air quotes right now if you can't see that. That was all the synth.
Yeah.
In the song. It wasn't actually the guitar. So that was bullshit. But I played a few of the songs on Expert and yeah, I just got frustrated.
There's a pedal that there's a like little video that I saw. It was about 2 minutes or something like that of the guitarist of Dragon Force, like showing like that he could do that, like play Through the Fire and the Flames and that sort of thing. And so like he was playing a ding 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 ding. It's like if I push this pedal and he pushed the pedal, it's like ding ding ding, and he's just going ding ding ding. And then there's another one where he got like. He got the bow from a violin, and he's like, I play any noises I want. He's like, played the Pac-Man and Mario and the coin and all that. We'll try and link the video if we can find it again, but it's it's pretty funny. Yeah,
but I could play heaps of Guitar Hero, but something like Child of Eden, just it sort of, in a way, it was like, okay, here's what is possible. We haven't nailed it. But this is what...
Potential.
This is the potential.
Isn't that what like launch games do for consoles?
Yeah. Well, it was
this
sort
of... This is the potential for a console.
Yeah.
This is the potential for the Xbox One. Welcome to Rise. And...
Apparently there's a Rise too, but anyway.
Good.
Really?
I actually really liked Rise.
Okay.
Like, if you take away the whole expectations of it being a launch title and all that sort of thing.
God of War ripoff.
It's not a God of War ripoff, actually.
Really?
No.
That was
Have you played it?
No, I haven't. But the first thing I saw, like when I watched the
when
demo,
you saw it, it looked like it. Yeah, it's not.
Okay, that's
absolutely not. Like the X button is attack. The Y button is you use your shield.
Yeah,
as like a still sort of like a stun sort of thing. And there are a couple of other moves that you do, and
yeah,
it's not a God of War ripoff. God of War ripoff would be Beowulf, the video game based on the film with Anthony Hopkins, but. Yes.
All I saw from the demo was just quick time event after quick time event after quick time event, and that's what sort of was like.
Okay,
no,
those quick time events you don't have to do.
You don't.
No.
Okay.
That's only if you press a certain button when they've got a symbol above their head.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can just kill them.
Okay.
And it's a hack and slash. So, but Rise did it really well. Like it is fluid. It's very fluid, and it's got an upgrading system, so you can purchase like different ways to kill people. And all this sort of stuff. Like, I really liked Rise. Like, when you look at it as the game that it is, and not the expectations that were put on the game. Like, everyone expected it to be awesome, and long story, and, action. And then everybody looked at it, it's like, oh, God of War ripoff. And then everyone just didn't touch it. But those who played it, like myself, really enjoyed it. Like, it was short. Yeah, it was really short. But it was enough.
Yeah.
To say, look, this is the potential of the Xbox One in terms of graphics and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And the fact that they got a sequel coming along, that's music to my ears.
Yeah. Well, that's apparently possibly at E3. There'll be an announcement of that. So we'll see what happens.
But, yeah, I'm not sure how they'll be able to pull a sequel out of the story of the first one, but
I think they're just it's gonna be maybe an Assassin's Creed type thing where they just dump a different character in a different timeline, but with the same game mechanics. So I don't know if it's going to be technically Rise 2, but it's going to be like an Assassin's Creed type thing.
So either an Assassin's Creed thing or a Far Cry thing. Because Assassin's Creed,
Assassin's
Creed, they were all linked together.
Assassin's Creed, same universe, different story.
But Far Cry is same universe, different story.
Sort of.
Same thing.
Yeah.
The only difference between Far Cry and Assassin's Creed in terms of like sequels and that is that Assassin's Creed are all linked.
Yeah,
I think they all have that link.
They're going to be, I think, linked in some way. I don't know. Well, all I've seen so far with the Rise 2 thing is there's going to be an announcement, possibly at E3, and they're going to drop. Possibly, it's going to be in a different scenario. So you're not going to be in
the Romans.
In the Roman times again. You're going to be somewhere else, but it's going to be linked somehow. I'm not too sure. That's the thing. It's at this stage, it's all hearsay, so we'll see what happens at E3.
Yeah.
But that is one of the rumours going around for Microsoft's press conference.
All right. Anyway, I think we'll go to a song break.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
We'll try and find that video for Dragon Force.
Yeah.
And we'll post the Lance Franklin video picture.
Lance Franklin.
Oh, sorry, the Lance Armstrong. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so anyway, you're listening to SwinGamers on radio on 3SSI. We'll be back right after this. And we're back. You're listening to Swing Games on radio on 3SSR with Sean and Ricki.
Yes, and we were bagging on the Kinect a little bit before we went to the break. But there have been some good game peripherals over the past years. Sean, best and worst game peripherals you've ever come across? Or used or played or what have you?
I want to use the Dragon Glove.
The Dragon Glove?
The Dragon Glove.
Okay. That's it?
Yes. Okay. You don't know what the Dragon Glove is?
It's like the thing from, for the SNES or the NES?
No.
No?
No.
That was the Power Glove.
That's Power Glove.
Power
This
Glove.
is the Dragon Glove.
What's the Dragon Glove?
Okay, so it's for the PlayStation 2.
Okay.
It's the one control. It's the PS2 controller on the one hand.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool.
And you can Spider-Man the buttons sort of thing.
Spider-Man the buttons.
And the analog stick and just Google that shit.
Okay, I'll Google it.
Google that shit. Have a look.
Shit.
And you can connect it to the GameCube and the Xbox and
really?
all that sort of stuff.
Interesting.
Oh, it looks so good. It's such a waste of money, but man, I want one. I'm so bad.
Yeah, we've got. Okay, so far I've got what looks like a bunch of.
No, Google it. No, you're going boxing gloves. You need to write down PlayStation.
Okay.
Just write down PlayStation, and you need to actually spell PlayStation right.
I do.
Good.
Shut up.
Good. Don't put a space in between. Just where's the Y? You deleted the Y.
Ah, son of a bitch. Anyway.
You are stupid.
Is that better now?
I don't know. Did you put 2 L's in? Dragon Glove. You got Blood Dragon. Okay, anyway. Moving on.
I'll keep looking for it.
Go eBay. You'll find it there.
Okay.
No, go eBay, I said.
All right.
So anyway, yeah, that's one of the accessories and peripherals that I really want to get, although it's so useless.
What about some ones that you've actually used?
Donkey Konga bongos.
Ah, yes. Cool. How did I know you would say that?
Why did you know I was going to say it?
Just because.
But they're good.
I know. I'm not saying they're not, but
it's the left and the right and the both and the clap. Have you played Donkey Kong Jungle? There's Donkey Konga and there's Donkey Kong Jungle Beat.
Jungle Beat. No, I haven't played either of them.
Okay, so Donkey Konga is the music game. Type in PlayStation, you idiot. Okay, so Donkey Konga is the Guitar Hero musical game sort of thing, and the other one is Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, and that one is in a side-scrolling DK, except you use the bongos. You know what? You talk, and I'll look for it because obviously
I think you've imagined this crazy glove contraption because I can't find it anywhere.
No, it's $129.99. Great Britain pounds.
Yes, pounds.
Great Britain pounds.
Yes.
So I'm just going to check my watch list because it should be on here.
Okay, you have a look for that. For me, the one that I had the most fun with was probably the fucking iToy for the PlayStation 2. Oh, here we go. Wow, that is crazy. So it sits over your hand, and then you control how do you control the joysticks?
Like a boss.
Like a boss.
Hang on. I'll okay, love. Anyway, you
yeah.
iToy, go.
I love the iToy for the PlayStation 2. I had just insane amounts of fun playing with that, and it was sort of a little bit of a precursor to what the Kinect.
Yeah, well, it's a shitty camera as well.
But that's the thing. It didn't come out and say it was going to revolutionise the entire way you play games. Like the Kinect is sort of being marketed as. It just came out as thinking, hey, this is fun, and it was fun, and I had fun playing it. The other one too, I think one of the best ones, as much as it's just gone by the wayside, the Guitar Hero controller, I thought was fantastic, especially the second generation where you had the slide bar about halfway down the neck. I really enjoyed doing solos with that. What else was there? Another one, the eye camera on the Game Boy Color. That thing was just the most useless, stupid little thing in the world, but all the little mini games and that on it were actually really, really fun. I like that.
Yeah.
I didn't get the printer for it. I would have loved to have got the printer, but I had the iToy or the i. What was it called?
What?
The little camera thing.
Game Boy camera.
Was it Game Boy camera? That was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found one of those like the other day. We've got one at Game Traders.
Yeah, I have one at home somewhere, at my parents' house somewhere.
But I never found a printer.
Yeah, I would have loved to have found a printer. If anyone has a printer,
yeah, if you have a Game Boy printer, let us know,
please.
Like, where did you get it? What does it print? Like, we could Google this, yeah, great, but I want to know first-hand experience.
Yeah, I would love.
Speaking of first-hand experience, I haven't had one with this Dragon glove, Dragon Plus glove.
It looks pretty
weird.
Looks pretty weird. Looks pretty epic at the same time.
I think like you're meant to have your head down and use like these two fingers on the analog stick.
So you don't actually wear
those two on the buttons, and that's like the D-pad, and you can do it left or right-handed.
Right. So it's not something you wear. It's more of a mouse with just joysticks on it.
Yeah.
And multiple buttons.
I think so.
That's crazy.
It's yeah.
We'll post a link during the next break so you can have a look at it.
It costs $125.80 Australian with $31.44 postage.
So you haven't found one that is in Australia?
No.
So you've only found ones from overseas.
Yep. Actually, speaking of things that I've only found overseas but can't find in Australia,
yes,
a GameCube broadband adapter.
GameCube broadband adapter. Yeah.
Now the thing is with that, I actually have one.
You do.
One
is useless. Yes.
You need to have at least two in order to play online games, and the only online games were Fantasy Star Online. And I think that was it. And the LAN games were Kirby's Air Ride and Mario Kart Double Dash. And I'm sure that was one other, but I don't know what it was. You can actually check. There's like 6 games that use it.
Okay.
And it's, yeah. Oh, here we go. So I found a broadband adapter, and it is currently $99.90, $5.90 postage and handling, and it is located in the UK.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, so I got my other one for $40. And yeah,
keep looking.
Oh, don't worry, I've been looking for a long time, and I can't find shit.
It's one of those things that just sort of sits in your watch list forever. Just keep like updating it.
I'm gonna put this one on my watch list so I can cry about it at night.
Yes.
I really want a second one. I want to play 8-player Mario Kart.
No, eventually. Hey, if we do get one, we'll definitely do an event for that Double Dash.
Oh yeah,
8-player.
Yeah, if I can get a second broadband adapter, or if somebody else has one, we can use it. Like even if we got 2 or 3, because you can link up to 4 of them.
That would be sick.
Like because in Mario Kart Double Dash, you've got 16 races.
Yeah.
Effectively, because you've got 8 carts, 2 people on each cart, so 16 people. That's 4 GameCubes.
Yeah.
If you got 4 broadband adapters, there you go. You have a race of awesomeness.
Yes, you do. That would be sick.
And then we can do the All Cup. Do you know what the All Cup is?
No.
It's a cup which has all 16 races.
Oh, okay. So it's just everything.
It's just everything.
It's right there in the name, isn't it? The All Cup.
Yeah. Don't you think you get that when you first hear it?
You would.
You didn't, but...
No. I thought you said Orb Cup, to be honest.
The Orb Cup.
Yeah.
Orb Cup. I don't know anything that could fit in an Orb Cup. Like, is this like a rounded cup, or...?
It's a cup of an orb. That's what it is. It's right there in the name, Sean.
What type of orb are we talking about?
I don't have a bloody clue.
Is the focus the orb, or is the focus the cup?
It would be the orb, obviously, because all the cups in Mario,
so
it's all like shaped like it's named. So the flower cup looks like a fucking flower.
Okay, so what does a special cup look like?
That's just a cup.
No, it isn't.
Wait, what?
No, it's a crown.
Is it?
Yeah. The special cup in Double Dash is a crown.
Oh, okay.
So how would you get special to crown?
I don't know, because crowns belong on special people these days.
What?
I have no idea.
What are you even on about?
I don't know. But you can't just have a cup that says special. You got to have something else. So a crown makes sense.
It could have been anything, and they chose a crown for special.
Yeah. Could have been a helmet.
Why didn't it? Why wasn't it like a wheel or something?
I have no idea.
We never have the wheel cup.
We can. Yeah, I know. We can ask Nintendo.
Nah, that's our. If we do a Mario Kart event, it's for the wheel cup.
Okay, for the wheel cup.
For the SwinGamers approved wheel cup.
And we can give away one of those stupid wheels That's my least favourite peripheral. There we go. Is that stupid steering wheel from the Wii.
You hate it?
I hate it.
Why?
It's dumb.
Why?
Because I can't win with it. I can only win with the controller nunchuck combination. I can't win with that stupid wheel. It sucks.
That's because it's got an analog stick, right? Doesn't it?
Yes. That's exactly right. Because for me, the nunchuck controller combination feels most like the 64 controller.
Why don't you just use a GameCube controller?
Because they don't feel like 64 controllers.
Why don't you just get a 64 controller and use an adapter?
I could do that then. But I don't have a 64 controller. All I've got is a controller and a nunchuck.
Why don't you have a 64 controller?
Because I don't have a 64.
Suck shit.
Shut up.
I have 3.
Give me one.
No.
No. Yeah, but no, that's probably one of my least favourite peripherals because it was a centerpiece of because I bought the Wii I got was the special edition Wii with Mario Kart and the wheel and a couple of controllers. And I hated it. From the minute I played it, I thought it was dumb. It just didn't feel natural in my hand and I just couldn't get used to it and I continually lost. Even playing on 50cc against NPCs, I would get my ass kicked.
Maybe you're just shit.
Maybe I am with the wheel, but you give me that nunchuck and controller combination, I'll kick your ass any day of the week.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. But no, that probably one of my least favourite peripherals would be that. I never liked it. Not many people do. Unless everyone has a wheel and they all suck ass at it, then it actually is pretty funny.
Because it makes you feel better about yourself because everyone is sucking and not just you.
Yes. That's pretty much it.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah. No, I'm not a big fan of it. Just doesn't suit my style of play, I guess. Some people like it and use it. Good for them. I just can't. I've tried to get used to it. No.
Okay, well, what about interesting peripheral that I have used once, but I don't own it. A friend does. It is for the 3DS. And what it is it's like an extra add-on block sort of thing. Gives it a second analog stick.
Yes.
And apparently that's effectively just used for Monster Hunter.
It would have a lot more adaptions, I think, if there were more games ported to the 3DS.
Like first-person shooters?
Yeah. If you could reduce a shooter down to its... Even if you put then again, I was going to say 007, but 007 used one analog stick. But yeah. But say if you ported other Wii games down to a 3DS level, which really the 3DS is at that level where it could almost have just reduced Wii games played on it. Because the 3DS looks amazing.
It doesn't need to have reduced Wii games. It probably has the same. Actually, that'd be interesting.
Does.
Google that. Does it have the same processing power as the Wii?
All right, I'll get onto that right now.
Good, because that'd be really interesting. Because today is the day that the Wii and the Nintendo DS get cut out from Nintendo's network.
Yes, they do.
So the only thing that
officially outdated.
Yep, they are officially dead. Well, online wise, so you can't play Mario Kart online as of today.
No, but the new Mario Kart is coming out very, very soon on the Wii U.
Which is you know what? I reckon that's the case. I don't think they're just getting rid of it just to save space or anything like that. I reckon they're getting rid of it. I think we got a phone call.
We have a phone call?
Do you want how do we answer that?
I have no idea.
Okay. Answer that. Well, you got to answer it.
How?
You press the answer button. Hello?
Hi, this is Alice from Hot Off the Press. How are you?
We're good, thank you. Hang on, guys, we're just going to go to a quick song. Alright, you're listening to SwinGamers on Radio on 3SSR, and sorry about that, we actually got a phone call.
It was crazy.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with us. It's something about the Rolling Stones.
That's all I got
stuff.
out of it.
Yeah, so...
that's cool.
Yeah, they're emailing the station. Yeah, we actually got a phone call. Not sure how to handle them. I think we got to press the headset button instead of the speaker button because I don't think anybody would have heard anything. That was awkward and all that sort of stuff. So what were we talking about? 3DS and the processing power for the Wii. Now, speaking of 3DSs, segue. This, I think it's this weekend. No, yes. This Saturday, the 24th of May, between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. at Federation Square, there is a Pokemon Video Game Championship Series. So as long as you've got at least a copy of Pokemon X or Pokemon Y, either Australian or New Zealand version, and a 3DS, 3DS XL, or a 2DS, You can enter a competition to test your skills, and there'll be prizes and giveaways, and there'll be this presents a fantastic opportunity to prepare for the soon to be announced 2014 Pokemon Video Game Australian National Championships. And so this is in Melbourne. The following age divisions will apply. So there's a junior division, a senior division, and a masters division. And let's be honest here. A lot of people will probably be born before 1998. So chances are everyone will be in the masters division. But
the masters division.
Yes. Okay. So the junior division is
when
born.
are we old?
Okay. So the junior division is born in 2003 or later.
Okay.
That's 11.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or younger. Senior division is born 1999, 2000, 2001, or 2002. So that's about 15, like 12 to 15. And then Masters division is born 1998 or earlier. I feel old.
Yeah, I know. It makes you feel we're in the Masters division.
Yeah, it makes you feel like we're in adult land now.
Yeah.
It makes you feel old.
Since when did we become adults? Hang on. When did this happen?
I don't know. I still feel like I'm fucking 4 years old.
Shit.
So anyway, processing power. What have you got?
So far from what I've seen is that they're pretty comparable to this day. The 3DS and the Wii, there really doesn't seem to be that much of a difference in power, frame rate, pixel quality, pixel amount. So, look, it wouldn't even take a reduced port. It would probably take a standard port from the Wii to the DS without much of an issue.
Except for the whole, you don't want a Wiimote, you want a touchscreen.
Pretty much, yeah. So they'd have to add that little extra bit, but other than that, I mean, it looks, yeah. They look pretty similar with their processing power and graphic ability. I think there's a shot here of where is it?
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. That's the original Mario Kart at the top.
That's DS versus 3DS.
Yeah, I mean the 3DS version looks fantastic. And then
that's the Wii.
That's the Wii version there, yeah.
And that's the DS.
That's the DS version, which is Mario Kart. It was just DS, wasn't it? Yeah. But I'm pretty sure like the 3DS looks a lot more like the Wii version than the original DS version. So I reckon if you could directly port from Wii to 3DS, wouldn't be that much of an issue.
Well, then what games would you port?
It's a good question.
Like, there's no point in doing Mario.
No, you wouldn't. You
all
do,
the games are already there.
You do other games like...
like what?
I'd love to see Mad World.
Yeah, but nobody played that.
People should have played that. It was a fun as hell game.
I've got it.
Yeah, I played it too. And just like the visuals were really cool, like the black and white, and then the only thing really coloured was the blood. It was really it was one of the only MA games original, with the original run of the Wii.
I think it was the first MA game on the Wii. You want to know the first MA game that was actually licensed by Nintendo?
Which one?
And great. Eternal Darkness. Sanity's Requiem.
Okay.
It's on the GameCube.
Is that the game where you slowly descend into insanity the longer the game goes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really want to get a GameCube just to play that game because I've heard a lot about it.
Really?
And
well,
it sounds very interesting.
I got 7 GameCubes and I got the game.
Yeah, I know you do, you smart ass.
Every time we talk about a game, it's like, yeah, I have.
Shut up. But I really want to play it because it looks really, really cool. Like the idea of just like slowly descending into insanity and everything, like reality gets sort of warped around you as you play, don't you? And like things aren't there that
things start rocking up, which weren't there initially, but in reality they're not actually there.
Yeah, that's a very, very cool.
And like there's these different timelines that all start to merge together, even though they're from different timelines.
Wait. So that was the first MA game.
Created and licensed by Nintendo, yeah.
So Conker's Bad Fur Day doesn't count because that was licensed by Rare.
That was made by Rare.
Yeah.
Well, you can double check. Go check it up on Wiki and get your facts straight.
Yeah.
And oh my god, it's a pinata party.
Because I remember that was like the first game really on the 64 that was MA from memory.
No.
Like a proper MA, not just from violent. What else was there?
Mortal Kombat?
Oh yeah, no, that's fair enough. But I'm talking like a game with swearing and crude humour and that sort of MA style rather than just being
we'll have a
blood.
look. Have a look. Get your facts straight.
I'll have a look. That's not how you spell conquer. So we'll move on while I'm doing this. So today, hey?
What?
Today a new game dropped, Wolfenstein: The New Order.
The New Order, yeah.
The New Order, sorry.
The New Order.
And I got to say, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
I've seen the trailers, pretty much every trailer they drop for it, and it looks fucking insane. I really can't wait to get my hands on it. Of course, I got to get my hands on a Xbox One first, but although I can get on the 360, but I've pretty much stopped buying games for the 360 at this point.
Why?
Because I want to save all that money for an Xbox One and then start buying games on that. It's the reason I haven't bought Assassin's Creed 4 yet. Usually I get an Assassin's Creed game the day it comes out, but I just stopped and like, okay, that money I can put on the Xbox One, get that, and then get Assassin's Creed 4.
It's okay. I don't have Assassin's Creed 4 either.
Yeah, I really, 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 really want it, and I really, really want Wolfenstein because it looks really cool. And I think at one point you end up on the moon. Yeah.
You know what? That doesn't surprise me at all.
Because like at the very end of like the launch trailer, the main character is talking to someone via radio, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm on the moon," or something of that nature. And so yeah, you end up on the moon.
It doesn't surprise me.
It sounds pretty cool. I could dig that. Now I'm just looking through the Conquer wiki page. What do we got? It was scored very highly, I must say. Lowest score on it was 89 out of 100.
Shit, son.
So people really liked it. Let's see. Nothing really on there about its rating system. But it's the first one I remember being proper adult game. Maybe South Park. But that was just like a little silly shooter from memory.
Have you played it?
I haven't played the South Park game on... You had to like kill turkeys with a snowballs or something, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
You've got to kill turkeys with snowballs.
Yeah.
And you can fire yellow snowballs too.
Yeah, of
But
course.
it takes a while to load them.
Now, there's not much on here, which isn't fun, but... Anyway. Moving on. Yeah, so Wolfenstein dropped today. Go buy it. It looks...
Where to drop?
Everywhere. Digital, eBay, JB Hi-Fi, Game Traders, maybe.
Yes.
Do you have?
Yes.
Okay, you do.
You know what? Okay. What's next?
Okay.
We got more announcements.
More announcements.
Okay.
This one is the one I've been waiting for.
So I've got something after these announcements, but yeah, go nuts.
Okay. This one made me the happiest boy in the world, and if you can't guess already, Halo 5 is a thing.
Really?
It's a real
I
thing.
thought you were talking about Horses 4.
No, not Horses 4. Is that what your announcement is, Horses 4?
No, I got a different one.
Okay, I'm going to say you can wait. Yeah, Halo 5 Guardians is a thing. It's real. It's happening. It's next year. But that doesn't matter because I'm so fucking excited about this.
Of course you are.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a Halo fanboy. I'm not going to hide that fact.
Obviously you're not.
No. I'm extremely just cannot wait for this. And I'm really enjoying the fact that 343 are not rushing these games like Activision, Treyarch, getting Call of Duty out every single year, and at this point Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed as well. They're waiting, which is cool, and I can dig that. So I'm very, very excited to see what happens at E3 regarding that, because I'm a bit confused about what's going to happen at E3 with these conferences now, because we've had Ubisoft pretty much revealing their big title for this year already. I mean, they've got Watch Dogs coming out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, except for the Wii U, which will come fourth quarter, which sucks because I really want to play it on Wii U.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes so much sense to have all the technological stuff on the gamepad than on a controller.
Yeah, I know, and I'm sure that Smart Glass on the Xbox may have some features for Watch Dogs. Not too sure yet.
Yeah, but Smart Glass is gay at the moment.
Yeah, I haven't used it for a while.
I haven't used it. I looked at it for Rise, and it just said, "Oh, this is the music that you have," and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. I already do that."
I liked it for Halo 4 because it gave you live updates of your multiplayer rankings.
That'd be nice.
Gave you all your stats and that, which is pretty cool. And for Forza Horizon, it gave you an overhead view of the map instead of just the partial one you got in the corner of the screen. So it gave you locations of where races and missions were.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I haven't used it for many other games besides that. I'd love to check it out for one of the games I've got. I really haven't tried it for anything else but Halo, just because I liked having the live scores and that sitting next to me. But I think maybe it would be good if they use Smart Glass for Watch Dogs. Has a lot of potential. But anyway, yeah. So Ubisoft have came out and given their big release for the year pre-E3, and now 343 Industries have given their big release for the year for next year.
Are we talking about Assassin's Creed?
Pre-E3. No. Yes, sorry. No. Shut up.
So what's Ubisoft's big game?
They got two.
Yeah, besides Far Cry 4.
Far Cry 4 and the new... Well, there's actually two Assassin's Creed games.
No.
Okay, but they've both been released pre-E3.
Yeah, but they've released names, that's it.
Yeah, so there will hopefully be some gameplay or a pre-rendered trailer or something. So yeah, Halo 5 has been dropped. So I'm guessing we might get a pre-rendered trailer at E3. That's probably the best we can hope for a year and a half out from its release. But there's been word of the Halo Master Chief Collection, which is all 4 games that have Master Chief in them. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, no ODST, no Reach, all released in HD. So there was rumour of just a Halo 2 anniversary edition like they did with Combat Evolved. That now seems to have gone by the wayside, and we're getting HD upgrades of all the games for the Xbox One. So I'm guessing it will be in the same vein as the Hitman re-release, the Metal Gear Solid re-release, just HD upgrades of these games for a new engine, or for a new platform, sorry. So that's still pretty cool. I will definitely be going out this November and getting that. Probably just for Halo 2 HD. But the one thing I was thinking this morning is, are they doing the campaigns and dropping a bit of multiplayer? Because I would love to have all the multiplayers sort of combined. So you'd have, say, the maps of 1, the dual wielding from 2, the weapons from 3 and 4. So you could be running around Blood Gulch, dual wielding Spartan lasers, killing mantises.
That would be horrible.
Why?
It sounds good, but it won't work. Like they're too different. And then you got sprinting.
Yeah.
Are you going to allow sprinting? Are you not going to allow sprinting? Are you going to allow the power-ups from Halo 3, or are you going to do the power-ups from Halo Reach? What sort of stuff are you going to go for? I reckon if they were going to do multiplayer, it will purely be Halo 4 multiplayer.
So similar to what Combat Evolved did with the Reach engine.
Yes.
Yeah. That's probably the smart option. I would love for them to try something different and give us some HD upgrades of the old maps. Give us Blood Gulch again. That would be freaking awesome.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah. But yeah, keeping the mechanics of the game, probably going to be just relying on the Halo 4 engine for that. But I would love to get the old the back and forward, like in Combat Evolved Anniversary, where you can go back to the old graphics, have a look at that, and then just hit the back button, I think it was, and then go back to the new graphics, which was a cool little feature. Especially, I found it awesome in the library and the Silent Cartographer. Probably the two most visually appealing maps for me in the original Halo, and then swapping back between the old graphics and the new was a really, really cool little feature. So what is left for Microsoft to do at E3 now remains to be seen. So we'll probably get a pre-rendered trailer for Halo 5. Might get some gameplay of Halo...
Sunset Overdrive?
Yes, definitely.
What's the other one? Quantum Break?
Yep. Anyway, I think next week we'll do a full thing just on all of our predictions for E3, our hopes, our dreams, what will probably disappoint us. That will most likely be the 15-minute playthrough of fucking Call of Duty, taking up precious airtime. But we'll talk about that a bit more next week. We'll do pretty much an entire show devoted to E3.
Fun times.
Yes.
Now, one thing that I do want to touch on with like all these games that are coming out, they're being announced and all that sort of thing. The pre-order.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on pre-ordering? So putting down money or purchasing a game before it comes out just to collect it day one or having it on reserve. Do you think it is worth it? What are the pros and cons? I want to know your opinion first before I give mine.
I have a little anecdote about this.
Uh-huh.
And when I say the game, you're probably just going to nod your head and go, yeah, that's fair enough. Aliens Colonial Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pre-ordered it. Pre-ordered the special edition with the big figurine. I think it was the mech.
Yeah.
Fighting the Queen Alien. Because I'm a massive fan of the Alien franchise. I love it. Some of the older games, Alien vs. Predator, the first one on the Xbox was pretty cool. Really enjoyed that. So I had very, very high hopes. And the original couple of trailers they released for it looked pretty good. And then it came out. And I looked at like before I went down to EB Games to pick it up, I looked at some gameplay. And I went there and said, I want to move my money to something else worthwhile. And I did. Because it just looked awful. And the gameplay just seemed so shit that I regretted that pre-order instantly. Moved it across to, I don't know, about 3 other games. Because I think the special edition that I ordered cost me about $120.
Yep.
So, look, for a game like that, I think for games like your big franchises, like your Halo, your Assassin's Creed, your Call of Duty, you're pretty safe in knowing the product you're going to get. But for something like that, where you're not too sure, look, I honestly just saw Aliens and went, yeah, I want it, because I'm a massive fan. But for something that doesn't have a proven track record, I can't even remember who released it, what company developed it. Actually, no, it was Sega, because they still own all the rights to the Alien and Predator franchises. Look, if it's for me, if it's a franchise that's proven to stand the test of time, or it's a standalone like Watch Dogs from a massive AAA developer like Ubisoft.
Sega is though.
Yeah, but what have they done that's been AAA worthy of late?
Sonic. Gotta go fast.
Aside from Sonic and Mario at the Winter Olympics.
I don't know, they've probably done a few.
Nothing.
You can have a look at them.
Yeah, nothing that really stands out. So I think I don't mind pre-ordering, especially when you get a little perk here and there, something extra. Like I got Assassin's Creed 3 pre-order. I got the Connor statue, which is really cool. I like it. So I like doing it for that sort of stuff because I like collecting little things. I got the Halo 4 Special Edition, so I got the nice hard case, which is another thing I love. I love collecting hard cases.
And would you have only gotten that through a pre-order?
Normally it comes through pre-order, or I know with some games they do have day one releases of special editions. Some games don't. Sometimes you will get a pre-owned one coming back with all the stuff that came with it. Normally it's just the game. So if you want all the cool little stuff, or if an EB Games has a spare one, they'll try to just sell it, like the statue or the extras, just by themselves. But a lot of the times it is normally exclusive DLC for day one purchases or pre-orders. So for me, it's been hit and miss. Sometimes it's been worth the money. Sometimes it just has not been worth the money. So, yeah, I to this day, I usually stick to AAA titles. I know I have a fair idea of what I'm getting for the pre-order.
So you believe that there is a place for pre-orders?
Yeah, I see the appeal. I'm actually a serial pre-order person. I think at one point I had about 5 separate games on pre-order, all special editions, all come with day one DLC, special collectibles, whatever. I'm pretty sure that was a couple of years ago when Halo 4, Assassin's Creed 3, and Black Ops 2 all came out within 3 weeks of each other. Had those 3 plus a couple of other games. I think actually at that point, Aliens Colonial Marines and something else all sort of pre-ordered around the same time. It's just, for me, especially where I was living at the time, back in Echuca, small town, very small EB game store, and a lot of the times your chance of getting something day one without pre-ordering it, not very good. I know Halo 4, everything was sold out the night beforehand at the midnight launch. Every copy was gone. Same with Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, all the big titles that you want. At least where I was living, you had no chance of getting it unless you pre-ordered it.
All right.
But here in Melbourne, that's a different story.
All right. Well, yeah, with pre-ordering, it's got its pros and cons. The cons is you're not quite sure exactly what sort of game you're getting when you pre-order, so you're putting money down for something that, for a service that hasn't yet been fulfilled. Whereas on the other hand, you're putting your name down to say, I want this day one. And like a store can work out exactly how many copies they need to get of it. I believe in pre-orders. I reckon they work. EB Games has done really well recently. Over the last few years, they've pushed pre-orders. Like almost every time you buy something from them, like a new game or something like that, they're like, oh, would you like to pre-order anything? They almost ask it without fail.
Yeah.
And they're drummed into that sort of thing. And that's something that a lot of other game stores need to start doing, is to start saying, hey, would you like to pre-order anything that's coming out? Pokemon is coming out soon. Like Omega Red and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they're coming out now. Would you buy that day one, or would you pre-order that? Chances are you won't get anything for it because it's a 3DS title.
Yeah. Chances
are you won't get anything else with it if you pre-order it. But you'd probably pre-order it because it's all going to get sold out. Yeah.
Most likely, yeah. Look, a lot of the time for me too as well, especially now that I am no longer working full time back at uni. If I have the money with me at a certain time and I have it to spend then, I will go and put it on a pre-order. Whereas I have no guarantee that I'll have $60 or $100 come day one launch to go down to a store and buy it.
Yeah.
But if I have a spare $50 on me that I can spend on a game today, I'm going to go down to EB Games and either buy a game or put it onto a pre-order, an existing pre-order I have. That way I know come launch day, I've already paid it off. I can just go and pick it up. Yeah. I don't have to worry about having money then and there, which for me is a big thing, especially seeing as like my current pre-order is an Xbox One. I still have $150, I think, dollars to pay off it. So I can pay that off as I go. Whereas
a lot of stores are like, they don't hold it for that long. They may hold it for like 30 days or something for a pre-order. Like,
yeah, Game Traders. I think mine's gone from pre-order to lay-by.
Yeah, because Game Traders pre-orders is they hold it for 30 days. If you haven't picked it up after that, then it's cancelled. And with a lay-by lasts 2 months, so it lasts 60 days. So that's what they've got in place, and that's kind of worked for them. But they haven't really pushed pre-orders that much. Although they're starting to do that now. They're starting to say, "Hey, do you want to pre-order games?" Because they keep getting in, 5 or 6 copies of each game, and that's all they need. Because like with Game Traders, since they've got all the retro games, that's like their primary market. The new games is like an add and extra. Whereas with EB Games, everything has to be new.
Yes.
And if it's not out in the last 5 years, then it's obsolete.
Or it's in the $5 bin.
Yeah, exactly. So, I pre-ordered Final Fantasy 13 when it first was announced. I was like, you know what? I haven't really played through a Final Fantasy game before. I sort of played through number 10 a little bit, like a few hours here and there. I didn't get far. No. So I was like, all right, time to sit down and play one. So I pre-ordered Final Fantasy 13. I got the the limited edition, all that sort of stuff with the book for art and all that, which is pretty nifty. And I played 15 minutes and put it away.
Yeah.
It's Final Hallway 13. Yeah. That's all it is. It didn't feel like it was open-ended or anything like that. It just felt like I was just going down a hallway. So I kind of half regret that, but even then, pre-orders, they can get you like these little bonus things. Like they get you a statue, or they get you like a booklet. Like Gears of War 2, when the limited edition came out, that came with like a little booklet, like of art and the history of what was like before Gears of War, like what happened, and which is pretty much in between Gears of War Judgment and Gears of War. So it gave you a little history of that.
I'm pretty sure every Gears of War since Gears of War 2, I've got the special edition.
Yeah.
I've got definitely number 3, which gave you, you actually got one of the COG medallions that they wear.
Yeah.
And it has, well, it was really cool. It had your day one DLC engraved on the back, so you had a unique code, and then it had like a COG and then like a soldier number on the front. And it's a beautiful piece because it's extremely heavy, carved out of one piece of aluminium.
Yeah.
It's just awesome, and it sits in the front of this really nice leather booklet. And then I got, I think the same for Gears of War Judgment. Pretty sure I got a bit of day one DLC, which was just armor and guns, and then a really nice metal booklet.
Yeah, so like I like those like little booklets and the art and the statues. I like that sort of stuff. Like it's nifty, it's niche.
Yeah,
you won't get that if you just buy it out. So like that stuff, I'm happy to pre-order for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like for example, Watch Dogs is coming out. I'm happy to pre-order for a statue of Aiden Pierce.
Yes.
I'm happy with that. But the thing I hate is day one DLC.
You don't like it?
I don't like it. Why don't you just fucking include it in the game?
Yeah.
If you've got it ready to go, if it's just DLC, like literally to get a new hat or something, just fucking put it in the game. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Just put it in.
You,
Otherwise, don't bother.
Yeah.
Like I hate it when a game comes out and it's like, oh, you can pre-order it, and what do you get? You get a gun and a different type of grenade, like for Battlefield or something like that. You get like a couple of different guns, which you can't find in the game until like level 25 online. It's like, I don't care.
No.
I really don't care about that sort of shit. Like, it's not a physical sort of thing. Like, if the game dies. Your DLC effectively dies with it.
Yes.
So, I'd rather have something I can hang on to. But, I hate the fact that they can just release, like, a little bit of extra stuff, which you can use a code for. That means that it's technically already in the game. Yep. Or, like, the ability to have it in the game is already there. All you have to do is just do a fucking like a 2 megabyte update, not even.
Yeah.
And that just puts a new hat in. I don't care about that. Like, I don't care. New skins? Are you fucking kidding me?
That sort of stuff is pretty dumb. The day one DLC I am okay with is if you pre-order the game, then you get, say, Season Pass for free.
Yeah, okay, that's okay.
That's fine.
That's okay because that's things for the story or the gameplay that they are releasing in the future. And they said, we're releasing the game now, but we're going to add little bits like Bioshock Infinite, perfect example. Like The Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, those sorts of games.
Yeah.
Season pass for that. Like if you buy the first one, you get the season pass. Yeah, I'm happy to purchase that because that's more to the game. It adds to the game.
The same was, I think, Spartan Ops with Halo 4 and the extra map packs.
Yeah.
Because I paid for the special edition, I got all those for free day one. Yeah,
well, map packs, like for Call of Duty, that's wishy-washy. Like if you play multiplayer, great. If you don't, then what's the point? But like Batman Arkham Origin, no, not Arkham Origin, Arkham City.
Yep.
Steam had this sale, like they were selling it for like $3 or something like that,
and
they had all this DLC for it as well, and you can get the whole lot for about $10. And all this DLC was effectively like you can get 4 different costumes for Robin for $1.29 or something like that. I don't care.
No.
Like that's nice if you want to add it into the game or make it unlockable. Like whatever happened to unlockables? You can't do that. It's now pay to play. You've got to pay money to get that sort of stuff. That's why I love a game like Plants vs Zombies 2. Yes, it is pay to play. Effectively, you can say, "Oh, I want to get the frozen watermelon." You know, it's like the last plant that you can get in the third world.
Yeah.
I'd rather get that now for the first world. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, if you want that, you're happy to spend money for it. That's great. That's a microtransaction. It's going to help you with the game. Like it's not a multiplayer sort of thing. It's a single player experience. That's fine. Whatever. But you have the option to unlock it if you continue playing the game.
Yeah.
There are little like presents that you get after you beat certain levels, like little gifts, and they're like a little costume for the plants.
Yeah.
Like the double sunflower will get sunglasses. Like that's great. Am I going to pay for it? No. But is it cute unlockable? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Smash Bros. They've got all the costumes already in there. You don't need to worry about purchasing any new ones. Like they can include this stuff in the game. Just instead of making people pay for it, just put it as an unlockable. I don't care if the price is up $5 just because you put so much stuff into it. Like, that's great.
Yeah.
If it's quality enough, I'll purchase it. But you don't need that shit, especially for day one. I don't care if there's an extra skin day one. I don't care. If I can unlock it in the game, great. I'll unlock it in the game. I'll fucking do it myself. I don't need to spend, to put down the $10, but spend the extra $20 in total just to get, a different colored coat.
Yeah. No,
or
you're right.
horse armor. You don't need that.
No, you don't. And I think that's, so far, GTA Online, all the updates have been free.
Yeah, all of them.
That's great.
And they even, when they apologize because GTA Online screwed up,
yeah,
they apologize by giving everyone money and shit.
Half $500,000 GTA dollars.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's great. And did you pay for that? No. But that's sort of that's DLC. The GTA Online, it was technically DLC, but it was free DLC.
All it takes up is space.
Yeah, all it does is take up space, and it enhanced the gameplay.
Yes, exactly.
It was extra gameplay. It wasn't a costume, or it wasn't a new car that you could unlock and drive.
No.
It was actual gameplay.
Yes. And for the most part, GTA does unlockables, but it does it in a really subtle way.
Yeah.
Because if you find a rare car, then all of a sudden that car pops up everywhere on the map. But beforehand there was only one or two. And it's the sneakiest little way to do unlockables, because you don't sort of realise that you found it and unlocked it, but then all of a sudden you see that car everywhere.
Yeah. And a lot of people have raged about that. They're like, oh, I can't find this car, and then all of a sudden I found it, and it's everywhere. Yeah, that's a lot of people don't realise that that's what they've done.
Yeah.
You find the car, and you've unlocked it.
Yes.
And so now it's available for you to find, every third car or something like that. That's cool.
Yes.
But if I have to pay $2.99 DLC to get that car, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to do it. But yeah, so far, Rockstar are normally pretty good with it. If they want to add another huge chunk of story, like the Ballad of Gay Tony or the Lost and Damned,
I'll pay for that.
I'm happy to pay for that.
I'll pay for that.
Yeah.
But if it's a couple of extra cars or different clothing options for Franklin or something like that, no, piss off.
Give it to us for free, we'll take it. Yeah. We're not going to pay for it.
Chances are that if they were going to do that, they would have either put it in the game already or they'll add it into the expansion.
Yeah.
But
yeah, look,
I don't like that sort of DLC.
No,
I don't like it at all.
I'll take Season Pass DLC. I'm happy to pay an extra $20 for a pre-order, and I get Season Pass for most games. Yeah. So all my DLC is free from now until a certain period. I got all the Spartan Ops for free. I don't know if anyone actually paid for Spartan Ops. I think it was pretty much free.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I know I got all the multiplayer map packs, all the extra ones for free because I paid for the special edition.
One example that I'd like to bring up is Call of Duty Ghosts.
Yes.
Call of Duty Ghosts, when you pre-ordered, had the level free fall available for multiplayer.
Yep.
Which is effectively you're falling down a building and you shoot everyone while you're falling, sort of thing. It's that was DLC that you got day one. That's day one DLC. Now, something like that, you only got that if you pre-ordered.
Yep.
I can understand that.
Because
even if it's day one DLC,
yeah,
that's to get people to pre-order it.
Yes.
But the moment it just becomes DLC that you can purchase anyway, that's when it's lost it.
Yeah.
If it's like I'm trying to think. Oh, it's like the copies of Rise and Forza 5 and all that, where it's day one on the Xbox One games, where it was day one edition.
Yeah,
that's nifty. That was cool. It added nothing to the game, but it was nice that you could say, "Oh yeah, I got day one edition." But now they're still selling them at EB.
Yeah.
So that either says A, they've got too much stock, or B, it means shit all.
Yeah.
Now you could get an achievement to say you got the Xbox One day one. You could get an achievement, and people have been selling that for $30 online, just an achievement. That, is nifty. It's not needed.
No.
It's nice that you can actually get that as technically a DLC by pre-ordering and getting it day one.
Yeah.
And any other day you can't get it.
That's right. I got a copy of Forza Horizon about a month after it came out, but it was a day one DLC edition of the game that my EB Games hadn't sold yet. So I still went home.
Well, it was a DLC edition.
It was a day one edition.
Okay, yeah.
So it had day one DLC, but I bought it a month after it came out.
What is the DLC?
I think it was an extra car. I don't think it was like a day one achievement, so I didn't get any points.
No,
for
you'd only get that for the console.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure
an extra car.
I got an extra car and
No, that's shit.
I think maybe a couple of extra additions to like the paint jobs.
Yeah, that's shit.
Yeah, that's all it really was.
Yeah, that's shit.
Yeah,
just include that in the game. Just include that in the game. If it was a different like racetrack, okay.
Yeah.
Now you're talking different racetrack. Yeah, sure, because that adds more to the game.
But Forza Horizon was open world, so there was no racetracks.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. So
yeah,
like even a mission.
Yeah.
Or like a couple of missions. Like I know a couple of like Assassin's Creed, they'd have like a mission which was DLC.
Yeah.
Just the one mission. That's fair enough. Like I can kind of get that. It'd be better if it was like 3 or 4 or like 5 of them all in like a block, which takes about 2 or 3 hours. So effectively like BioShock Infinite Burial at Sea, something like that as like a day one DLC. I can deal with that. But if it's colors, if it's a paint job for a car, no, get out of here.
Some people do love that. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't really care half the time. What do you think of exclusive DLC per console? So say with
depends on the DLC.
With Watch Dogs, apparently there is about 60 minutes of extra gameplay exclusive to the PS4. So Xbox One users will not get that extra mission.
Good. Gameplay.
So you think
the key word there?
Yeah.
That will go towards PS4s.
Yeah.
And that's good on them for doing that sort of thing.
Obviously Sony have paid Ubisoft a bunch of money to go, hey, we want this exclusive DLC to us.
Yeah, well, if you remember correctly, Assassin's Creed 2 when it came out, at certain stores you could get certain limited editions. So for example, if you went to EB Games, you got the black edition. If you went to like Big W or something, you got the white edition.
Yeah.
So that's because they were like different colored statues. That's okay. But like, it's gameplay. It's an hour of gameplay. Yeah, that I can understand. If it was a different hat,
or a different coat, no. But yeah, so obviously, Sony been pretty smart in saying like this game, there's a lot of hype about it, and we want something that's going to make people buy not just the game, but maybe if they want the game, they're going to have to buy our console as well.
Speaking of PS4's marketing, they're already one up on the Xbox One. And I'll tell you why. Do you remember the Bravia, the Sony Bravia?
Yes.
You know how when they couldn't sell PS3s, they couldn't sell them at all. So they're like, buy a Bravia, get a free PS3.
Yep, I do remember that.
Guess what they're doing now?
Buy a Bravia, get a PS4.
Not a Bravia, but buy a certain Sony TVs. You buy one, you get a PS4.
Yeah.
So and look, honestly, our household is thinking of upgrading our backroom TV, which is already about 50-inch or something like that. We're considering upgrading to a bigger one. If we do, I'm going to push my dad that way and get a PS4.
Yeah.
Like and the only person who will probably use it is me. And great. Yeah. But you know, I would do that sort of thing just to get a PS4.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure one of my mates, he got his PS3 because he bought I think it was a Sony laptop.
Yeah,
I got something like that.
I got my PS3. Well, I got one of my PS3s because we got a Sony Bravia TV.
Yeah.
And so it was initially my dad's PS3, but now I've got it because he never played it. The only game that he would play on it was Resistance. And then I got Uncharted and all these other games, and he's like, oh, I'm not going to play it. And so I was able to play that in Oblivion, all this sort of stuff. But yeah, like that, if we were to get a PS4 at this rate, that would be the only way to go. I wouldn't buy a PS4 outright now because there's nothing on it. Like, yeah, the new order came out today. Great.
And Infamous Second Son.
Infamous Second Son. I've played it about an hour or two of that. It's actually really good.
Yep.
But I like playing through things in order. I've got Infamous 1 and 2 sitting there. I'm halfway through number 2.
Okay.
Number 1.
Yep.
So I've got 1 and 2 sitting there. I'm happy to play through them. But I wouldn't get a PS4 any other way unless I was getting it free with the TV. The Xbox One at the moment, same thing. I wouldn't get that anyway unless it was given to me because I bought something else that I needed or wanted. Yep. Because I can't justify purchasing the console.
No.
At the moment, games are still coming out for the Xbox 360.
Yep.
So there is no point in me upgrading right now.
No.
And plus, you know, Watch Dogs is one of the games that I'm looking forward to. It's coming out on the Wii U later in the year. You know what? I'm going to wait.
Fair enough.
I'll wait and I'll get it on the Wii U and I will love it because I'll be able to use the gamepad and that's cool. That's nifty. I won't need to bother with my tablet using Smart Glass because it's already like in the console sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Far Cry 4 It's a Ubisoft game. It's not coming to the Wii U. So that one I'm going to have to look at getting at on a different console. Now, if I have a PS4 or a 360 by then, or an Xbox One by then, great. I might get it on one of those. At the moment, I'll stick with the 360 because I've got all the other Far Cry's on the 360.
Yeah.
And I'll keep them all on the one console. It just makes it easier. But
yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, the only other like reason I get it on different console is Xbox One, purely because achievements carry over from 360 to Xbox One.
Yep.
That's it.
Fair enough.
That's it.
Yeah. I like the fact that I'm like a bloody Xbox fanboy means I want a one.
Yep.
Just
you
because
want one?
I want one.
You want one?
I want one. But I mean, I see it as like I would much rather get all the cross-platform ones like AC4, like Watch Dogs, on the Xbox One to get the full experience. Get the upgraded graphics. I've played the controller is amazing. Like it's not that much of an upgrade, but it's still these little tweaks that make it so much more. I don't know. It just feels a lot better than the Xbox 360 controller, which I still think is the best controller of the past generation. I think it was by far the best. Better than the DualShock 3. Better than the silly little Wiimote. For me, the Xbox 360 controller was, it just worked better.
Yep.
So an extension of that really with the the Xbox One, it's pretty much exactly the same. It's just a few little tweaks have made it just that little bit better. But yeah, just with the graphics and that, I want to check it out. I want to see what it's like on the next gen console. So, but I'm in really no rush to get it. I've got the pre-order there or the lay-by, whatever it is now. I'm paying it off when I can. And look, I probably should have it paid off partway through the holidays. So at that point, I can get Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, whatever else is coming out, Wolfenstein, and then I can experience those on next gen, which is something that I really, really want to do, in anticipation for the end of the year, which will be a slew of games that I'm assuming will be announced at E3.
Yes. Now, we've only got a few minutes to go, so let's quickly just touch on these last couple of points. Now, YouTube, not Google, but YouTube.
Well,
Google owns YouTube, yeah.
Google via YouTube is
purchasing Twitch.
Apparently purchasing Twitch for $1 billion. I should do it with like a Dr. Evil.
$1 billion.
$1 billion. Yes. This just puts up so many red flags for me. Because Twitch do not flag you for playing music over its streaming service.
YouTube does.
YouTube does. And YouTube hates gameplay videos.
Yeah. So
what is Twitch?
Yeah.
Fucking gameplay.
So maybe what they're trying to do is say, oh, well, that's cute. We're going to buy that. And, you're not going to be able to.
If they sync Twitch, there will be uproar.
You know what? Because Xbox is the one with Twitch, yeah?
Xbox has...
Xbox One.
Xbox One has streaming to Twitch.
Yeah. What does PS4 have streaming to?
YouTube?
No. It has its own network sort of thing.
Yeah, so Xbox has as well, but Xbox has the option to go to Twitch.
Yes. So, what are people going to avoid?
PlayStations.
And no, not PlayStations.
Oh, they'll avoid Xboxes.
They'll avoid Xbox Ones
if they fuck it up.
If they do anything to Twitch and limit anything, everyone's going to go PS4 because at least their gameplay won't be censored.
Yeah. I think now, PS4 still no longer has. I think, maybe. They, at the moment, don't have the ability to export video via HDMI. I think their next software update will fix that.
Yep.
But I think the PS3 still, you cannot export via HDMI. You have to use the component cable.
PS3?
Yeah, PS3, you have to use the component cable to capture gameplay off the PS3.
Yep.
PS4 was the same. I think they're going to update that and get rid of that. So
that's because they wanted to lock it. They didn't want people stealing content.
No. And so at the moment, Twitch is pretty much dominated by Xbox and PC. Eventually PS4 will get in there once they get rid of all their...
We should totally put up other consoles.
Well, I mean, you can.
Where's the GameCube love?
Well, if you have a capture card that has component or
I do.
RCA, then you can put GameCube up.
Yeah, my laptop's shit though.
Yeah,
it crashes after 7 seconds of footage.
But yeah, so look, for me, because I think they see Twitch as a bit of a competitor because now Twitch is allowing other content other than just gaming to be up there. So you can now stream your podcasts, You can pretty much put anything up there that you want onto Twitch because they've gotten rid of the gaming only idea of the site. So now you can stream anything you want to Twitch. So YouTube sees that as a competitor for its YouTube Live, which doesn't really work that well. They see that as a competition. So I'm hoping they buy them out and then leave it the fuck alone. That's what I hope.
That's what you hope. All right.
I don't expect that to happen. I expect them to just sort of...
Well, we'll see what happens.
Fuck with it.
We'll see what happens. Like, if there's any news, we'll be able to break it to you over the course of the week or next week's show.
Yep.
I don't think that tomorrow there will be a show. Anyway,
no.
There's one thing that I want to touch on. Now, you've got a point which I think we should cover next week instead because it's closer to holidays.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
But I've got one this week. So this one I want to start doing each week.
Okay.
What are the games that you've played over the last 7 days?
Last 7 days?
Yeah. What games have you played?
Not a great deal. I've been stuck studying and doing crap, but I've been playing probably mostly mobile games because of convenience.
Okay, so like on train and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, Tiny Death Star, I've gotten right back into.
Yep.
I now have about 76 or 7 levels. I've got over 100 Bittersons. I'm really just sort of powering through that at the moment. I really haven't turned on my console. I played a bit more Plague Incorporated. But other than that, I'm sort of waiting until everything's done, and then I'm going to delve
We've
right
got
back.
like a week and a half.
Yeah, I'm going to delve right back into getting onto GTA every week, getting back into doing my Twitch streams, which I've just dried up completely because I haven't had the time.
Yep.
Because normally I'll do like a GTA Twitch stream I would do for like 2 or 3 hours, but now I just don't have the time to spend on GTA doing that. So I think once the holidays roll around, I'll be getting right back into Battlefield, GTA. I really need to play South Park Stick of Truth because I just haven't had the money and or time to purchase and play it. But because I want to like smash it out in a weekend. Just play it, start to finish, not have to worry about homework or study or anything. So what about you? What have you been playing?
Okay, I've had a shit ton of homework to do. So I have been doing assessments, but to break things up, I played a couple of games of Dota here and there.
Yep.
Usually middle of the night when I'm about to fall asleep. A couple of games that I've touched on. I've beaten 007 Bloodstone on 007 difficulty. It's on the hardest difficulty. Yeah, I beat it.
Good work.
So now I've got 6 achievements to get left on there, so I'm 44 out of 50, but they're all online achievements.
Of course.
So I'll need a second copy of the game and a Smurf account on my other 360, and just...
I'll buy it and play with it.
Oh, sweet.
I'll get it.
Okay, well, one of the achievements is I can't die, so be prepared to die a lot.
Okay.
So yeah, I need to get those 6, and then like Bloodstone is covered. And last night I plugged in Far Cry 2 just to see where my progress was. I had to restart, so I'm on 1% for that.
Yep.
And Mirror's Edge.
Oh yeah.
I chucked that in for a little bit because rumors about Mirror's Edge 2 were around a few months ago, and I'm like, I might get into that just a little bit. So I don't know. I've started a new campaign. I'm going through it again. This time I'm not going to shoot anyone and hopefully get through alive. Because Mirror's Edge promised that you could run away from enemies or you can disarm them and use their guns and shoot them. Now the shooting mechanics were so shit. She wasn't trained at all to use guns. So obviously she's going to be crap at them. Yeah. So that was I don't know. That was a disappointment. But you were forced to fight in some situations. There were some situations you can't run through. There were 7 guys or 8 guys with assault rifles in front of you, and you have to get to a door behind them, and there are no ways to go around them. It's well, fuck.
Yeah.
So the only way you can do that is somehow disarm one of them and continue running while not getting shot, which is really hard to do. So anyway, I'm going to be playing through that and hopefully getting that.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, there's a week and a half assessments. Crackdown. I've got one due today, which I'm going to a team meeting now. So that's due today. I've got a meeting for another group assessment tomorrow. Friday, I might have an assessment due, and if it's not due Friday, it's due next Friday.
Yep.
And I've got 2 other assessments due next week, and then I have an exam.
Yeah, but that's not till the 17th.
No, I've got plenty of time.
Lucky you.
So,
but yeah, I've
plenty of shit to do.
I have one of my assessments pushed back until June the 2nd, which I'm so stoked about. So it's not due until after we've actually finished, which is awesome. But I'll try to get it finished before our 24-hour event at the end of the month. Other than that, I've got one more group assignment due next week for IGS. And I've got one exam on the 7th, and I'm done. And then it'll be just switch the Xbox on and not move for 2 months.
Yeah, so you hear that, guys? Do your assessments. Get it all over and done with, out of the way. You've only got a week and a half, 2 weeks to go.
Power through, people.
And
Power
then
through.
freedom.
Yes.
Now, we'll probably be here next week.
We will.
A little bit crazy because we'll have like assessments and shit.
Yeah, but next week will be pretty much the E3 pre-show. So our predictions, all the rumours that we've heard, what we want.
Yep.
What we expect, and
we'll hopefully give a couple more details on what we'll possibly be doing over the holidays.
Yes, very much so. So tune in next week.
And watch the page. Remember, you can always check out the podcasts. We put them up on YouTube.
Yep, this one will be going up hopefully later tonight.
Yep, so you can always check them out. Apart from that, I think we're all done for today.
We are.
So you've been listening to Sean and Ricki on SwinGamers on Radio on 3SSR. Have a good day, guys.